I have a few words, before I get to the installing the new office, I have a few words to say. Number one is I heard Quincy say that he talked to a lot of AEs throughout the country. He knows that ECAR is the best. I think that's what you said. But I know why he did a lot of talking, because he was up 20 hours a day at the conference in Florida. So I heard. I couldn't stay up that late because I just can't do it anymore. But Quincy did you good down there, and so on. But before I go on, I want to recognize one of your own who really had a great honor this year, and you should be very proud of her, is Deb Chamberlain, who was your Realtor of the Year for 2012. She was recognized in Florida at the annual conference for NAR, and she did you proud. And also, I've had a great opportunity this year to work with Bob Kennedy, who has been your executive director for CAR for 15 plus years. But he was also a realtor, and he was CAR president a few years ago, and he was also regional vice president for Region 1. And as you all know, if you don't know, he's retiring at the end of this year, and we're going to miss him. And Bob, thank you for all your service.
Thank you.
During the past year, I've had a lot of opportunities to do installations. I've enjoyed every one of them, but I've only had one installation where I received the instructions ahead of time, and I received everything I was supposed to do and say, and also the oath of office, because there are a number of them, but John has his very own, and you should be proud of him as well. Okay, getting on with the program here, I would like to. Will the following newly elected members of the ECAR board and CAR staff directors please come forward as I call your name? President and State Director Paul Higgins of Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage. President-elect and State Director Elvin Kinzel of Randall Realtors. And Mr. Sociability, Secretary and State Director Quincy Clayton of RE/MAX Realty Consulting. Treasurer and State Director Mary Casabria of RE/MAX Home Team. Immediate past President and State Director Kathy Dupree of Dupree Real Estate. Director Mary Pooler of Heritage Properties. Director Lee Morgan of Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage. Director Marvin Elbaum of William Ravis Real Estate. Director Donna Samanti Saglio of RE/MAX Coast and Country. Director Susan Robotham of Randall Realtors. Director Douglas Tabor of Tabor Realty. And Director Christian Driscoll of William Pitt Sotheby's International. State Director Marilyn Lusher of RE/MAX Home Team. And State Director Joanne Pendleton of Crystal Real Estate. You are accepting leadership which is of the utmost importance. You who have been elected this year as leaders of the Eastern Connecticut Association of Realtors are considered the leaders in real estate and are knowledgeable about problems of our industry. Therefore, a greater responsibility rests upon you as the officers and directors. And now for the oath of office. Would you please raise your right hands? Do you solemnly and sincerely promise that you will administer the office or offices for the term to which you have been elected, to the best of your ability and judgment, in conformity with the bylaws of the Eastern Connecticut Association of Realtors, that you will observe and enforce the code of ethics of the Realtors and uphold and support the Connecticut Association of Realtors and the National Association of Realtors, as well as supporting Connecticut Real Estate Commission and its enforcement of the license law. That all your acts will be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play, and endeavor to promote and safeguard the best interest of our state, the high purpose for your association, and the welfare of its membership. If so, please say I do. By virtue of the authority conferred upon me as 2012 President of the Connecticut Association of Realtors, I do hereby proclaim each of you to be duly installed into the office to which you have been elected. Congratulations to all of you, and you may now be seated.